properties. Of course, it was not on it. You know what's actually fucked? Yesterday, or on the day that I was doing the pump science live stream, my entire speaker system shit the bed. And you know what's even more unique about that? The speaker system at no point in its entire history of existing on this planet has ever once been plugged into my actual computer. Yet it says it's not capable of wireless connection. It says it is not capable of wireless connection, yet at no point in its history has it ever been plugged into the computer. And then the other day on Wednesday, it just decided to know exactly that it was no longer allowed to be on the computer. I don't know, but ever since then, my computer has just been all sorts of effed up. But good morning, guys. Decentralized Science is down, which is upsetting because it's my birthday, and I really wish that it wasn't down. The rest of the market seems to be doing pretty good. Dominance is down, Bitcoin is up, Ethereum's up more than Bitcoin, Solana's up more than Ethereum, and it looks like we are getting at least a little bit of a breather for the altcoin market here. Oh my God. Good morning to everyone. I said good morning to everyone, but it was muted, so embarrassing awkwardness. Oh well. We go on, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the 5th day in a row that dominance has fallen a little bit, which is really exciting. And again, I'll go through it again, but Ethereum looks like it's starting to find a bottom here. Hopefully it can actually prove this as a support and trend higher, breaking through the moving averages. Until we've broken through the moving averages, nothing is confirmed. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is starting to ride up on the 200-day moving average and find out a little bit of a support here, a little bit of a base. This period right here, though, let's get rid of these moving averages. There's too many lines. This period right here that it looks like it's breaking out of was quite a unique period. Felt like everything was falling off a cliff and just getting destroyed, and yet Bitcoin's price is the same price it was back at the start of the month. We have not had any movement in the price of Bitcoin, which kind of makes for a not exciting market. Thank you, Steve the Canadian. Appreciate the happy birthday wishes from everyone. It's going to be a short live stream, only going to be on till 1. I did post in the Bill members, or not the members, but the regular Bill chat, that if anyone wants to come and ask questions, feel free to come in and ask questions. I know a lot of people don't realize that we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we in fact do go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talk about decentralized science and give you guys updates on what's going on with Agent Bill and any questions you guys may or may not have. So saw a lot of fear and just like panic as it pertains to Bill, and I don't blame anyone, right? But I will say that it's all self-induced. No one on the team has been causing this dump. It's just you guys causing this dump. So it's all self-induced. Progression is still moving forward. Things are still getting built. Partnerships and collaborations are still being made. KOLs are slowly being educated. It's all the same business as normal. If anything, we are better now than we were a couple days ago when it was up here. Last month when it was breaking into all-time highs. We are better now than we were then. It's just you guys selling. So cause your own panic if you want to, but leave me alone, because every time you guys send me a message asking like, did we rug pull? I have to stop what I'm doing to respond to that goofy message. If anything, the further down it goes, the more money I've been dumping into it, which is going to be pretty fruitful in my humbled opinion. But obviously I understand, like, nobody has the access to that information. And if you're holding on to something this small and it's down 92%, god damn. I don't blame people for panicking, but just know that it's not the team rug pulling, it's not the team selling, and the team has not abandoned anything. We're all continuing to push forward. PvP in this market these days, it is aggressively PvP. Pretty crazy. Thank you, Beagle. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Takarid. Appreciate it. So, did you rug pull? God damn it, Chris. Mods! Get him out of the chat. Gone! I want him gone! Oh man, I wish I rug pulled. I would have so much money right now if I'd rug pulled. The liquidity pool was up at like 400,000. I could have rug pulled, never showed my face again to you guys, and just been fine. Gone on and invested in other stuff and made a crap ton of money. Missed opportunities, man. Oh man. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm just kidding. All right. Is it at least a Persian rug? Oh man. No, I mean, this is brutal. That is a brutal downtrend, but it's so small. All it takes is a couple people coming in and stepping up to buy for that to change drastically. I mean, look at this. When did this happen? When did this happen? Why are they showing the full addresses? And some dastard. Okay, so that's not real then. Some dastardly. Damn, guys, wait. Everyone rug pull. What the hell? $999 quintillion. Everyone needs to get out of this thing. That is way overvalued. I thought we had 6,100 holders for a minute. I was like, God damn, when did that happen? No, but things are moving forward. Things are progressing. I have one of the things that's kind of holding us back a little bit right now is Dynex. I'm waiting on them to finish out building the quantum enhanced language model so that we can actually start to train all of the exciting things that we're trying to do with the quantum enhanced language model. But at the end of the day, this doesn't exist. They're building it for the first time, and it's taking them, so far, it's taken them 2 weeks longer than they had initially planned, which ultimately, if you look at it, is a small fraction of time in the grand scheme of how long or how impactful this thing is going to end up being. And so, yes, it's taking a couple weeks longer than expected, but so be it. Anyone who's ever had any involvement with developing out some sort of technology understands that these things take an egregious amount of time sometimes. And it looks like this is going to be one of those things that takes a little bit longer than what was initially expected, but there's nothing we can really do about it. And then it's not even that it's just Bill alone that's down so much. You go look at everything. Everything is down so much. Even like AI XBT. He's up a good amount, which is why I think people are starting to be like, hey, how come Bill hasn't stopped bleeding yet? But you go look at this. Even one of the main leading agents in the space fell 72%. From $1 billion market cap down to $250 million market cap. That is a lot larger of a drop than what Bill is going through. What Bill is going through right now, all it takes, as you can see, is $3,000 of selling volume right now to send him down 10%, right? So people trying to get out of the market and go save and lick their wounds or whatever it is that people are doing, and you see the price drop pretty quickly. The same is true to the other side. A $3,000 buy order sends us up 10% right now. So I understand that it's painful for people. If all you do is sit there and stare at the chart, you're gonna drive yourself insane. If you wanna help, maybe my DMs are open. Just tag me in one of the chats so that I can confirm to see it. But if you guys wanna help with the development and accelerate it even faster, maybe work a little bit for your bags, hit me up. Always open to help. Always open to help. But aside from that, I'm got so many things working on it. It's just I don't know. Ask me questions. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the next topic. Ask me anything that you guys want to know or burning desires that you need to have answered about Bill. Obviously, you guys know I'm not rugging it. I'm here every single day putting my face on the line, tying my brand to something. I literally have to be sub 100 IQ if I was going to do something like that. You know what I mean? That was a polite way of saying stupid. Did you get into any of the Pump Science coin pre-sales? I did one of them, yes. I did not get into the first one that happened, and right now I don't even really remember the project that I got into, but I sent 2 SOL to one of the Pump Science projects. What help is needed exactly? Everything, Chris. Everything. I mean, I don't know. It just depends on what you guys are capable of. If you are a developer, I'd love some help with development. I've taken several meetings with groups of developers trying to find someone who's willing to help, and it just takes a while. But if you're good at developing, would love your help. If you're really good at KOL management, you want to micromanage a bunch of KOLs, I'd be really appreciative of that. If you want to come in and help literally anything, ask Dawn. It's basically everything. And obviously don't listen to live streams. People who think this is a rug are retardio. Yeah, it is. Eggs, I guess. It is. Basically, eggs are causing everything to tank. eggs, I guess. What was... These people are doing a little giveaway. Make sure you're following this account. This account's going to do fairly well, I think. I think they'll have a good, successful run. I'm going to post it in the chat. Pat, I heard you're looking to learn code. Is that for Bill? Yeah, it is for Bill. It's too many things. I don't know how to, like, I need to have a good understanding of what's going on. Talkerid, I saw you already followed and posted it. I'm already learning a lot quicker than most people. So you know what someone said to me? A seasoned dev told me it was going to take me minimum 5 years to learn how to code for all of this stuff. And I'd like to just say that I'm about a month into trying to figure out how to do this coding stuff, and I'm doing really well. I've already learned far more than I ever expected to, and I've already been able to run my own AI locally from my computer that I trained. Now, it was a piece of shit and it wasn't worth anything, but that's pretty damn quick. I don't think 5 years is reasonable at all for someone to have to learn this stuff. You can, if you really just put your mind to it, things move a lot quicker than you expect. Plus, I don't think people realize how many AI tools are out there to actually accentuate things. What language? I know Python, but too much at once, it's literally just Python. Now, it's never been done before type stuff, so the commitment is rather large. Yeah, but reach out. I don't know how to code, or I would. Yes, I appreciate that, MK. Ultimately, if you guys want to help out with the project, being active in the community and on socials is the #1 thing that can actually help with it. Because as you guys know, we talk about it all the time, it is community sentiment driven market right now. So if people think your project has a lot of cool active people, they'll stick around and they'll look at it and they'll pay attention and they'll throw money at stuff. But if people think that it's dying or that people aren't interested in it anymore, they immediately start calling you scammers and rug pulls and death threats, and then they leave the community. So the #1 thing, while my head is down as I'm trying to pick up a skill that people are saying is going to take years to learn and figure out how to do stuff, the #1 thing that I could ask from you guys is to just converse. Like, if you're going to hold chat, hold it in one of in the public Telegram group, so that people know that we're still here doing stuff. Because I cannot be everywhere all the time, all at once. What is that movie? Everything, everywhere. Yeah, I cannot be everything, everywhere, all at once. That is simply not possible for my American brain. Now, if I was Asian, apparently it would be possible, but just kidding. No Asian hate here. Which one? I think I interacted with the account. I'm looking for your thing, Tuckerid. I'm looking. The one that was ending in an hour. If we scroll down. Yeah, this one. EGCG, eggs. I think that's the one that you're talking about, right, Tuckerid? This is the one that I put a little bit of money into in the pre-sale. Just experimenting with it to see. The rest of them I'm trying to keep track of and have notifications on for their accounts, so that as soon as it gets posted, the contract address, or at least as soon as we know that they're about to launch, I can be one of the first movers, because I want to be in on these as quickly as humanly possible. I think that they're all going to do at least 10 million. With some of them, I think will be able to hit that $100 million threshold in market cap. Getting in anywhere around 1 million dictates pretty solid returns on them. And again, these are on Solana, and we saw the degen activities of Solana, and even just talking a little bit about it, giving a little bit of insight to it, got 40,000 views before they even launched. So I imagine these things will have a good opportunity to perform and introduce people to the scientific process. But we've talked about it so many times. Berberine and punicologen. Now, as far as DeSci, we have Dynex. Oh, this is important. Okay, this one, we can go ahead and copy. And I understand it might sound like I'm a little bit agitated, and that is because I am a little bit agitated. But this this post here from Dynex QAAS. It is a new branch, a new account associated with Dynex focused specifically on the quantum as a service. They did a poll a little while ago asking which of these would be the most advantageous to advance, and it's AI capabilities. And so I need all of you guys to go and tag Bill underneath it. But don't just tag Bill, okay? I want you to say something along the lines of like working to advance at Agent, right? Okay? This kind of stuff. No, don't just take mine, do your own, but working to advance AI Agent Bill, that kind of stuff, all right? You gotta be real. You gotta look real when you post this kind of stuff. But if we could raid that post, it would be graciously accepted. Bitcoin dominance is looking red. It is very red, which we love. And what was that? Was that Bitcoin? Bitcoin's starting to push higher and higher. Today is looking like a green day in the market. So that is exciting. Bitcoin dominance is in fact starting to fall pretty quickly. If you come look at the hourly chart with the moving averages, you'll actually be able to see how much this sell-off is starting to accelerate. So as soon as it broke below the 200-day moving average, it dropped quick, came up, got retested these moving averages and dropped even faster and then even faster. And I think this one, it's going to get tested again by the moving average right here and drop really quick and then kind of build support and look like it's about to start moving higher, but hopefully it doesn't. But I do think we're going to quickly come back down below 60% dominance here on Bitcoin. Now, what we do need to see though is ETH.D start to pick up a little bit. That will help most of our altcoin bags if ETH.D is able to pick up and start pushing higher. It does look like it just broke out above the moving averages. Hopefully that is the initial signs of a large scale move. And then Solana dominance for all of our more degen type plays. This one doesn't look as healthy in my opinion. This one definitely looks like a little bit less healthy in my opinion, but it's still just formed a little bit of a double or triple bottom and is currently above the moving averages on the hourly chart. On a daily chart though, I think is where you see kind of the less healthiness, right? This is looking a lot like Kaspa did. And the dominance for Solana looks pretty similar to what Kaspa's chart looked like. And that is clear signs of momentum turning away from something. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see Solana dominance kind of chill out for a bit as Ethereum gets its time in the sun. But that's just my own thought process there. To be real, pre-sale raises, not like pink sales, are the scam in my opinion, at least for round 2 and 3. Most seem to have 3. After launch, you can usually get the token cheaper than round 1 prices after the sell-off. There's an oil one launching soon called Crude Protocol. Second round is at 2 cents. Buy says launching at 20. Doubt it will hold one day. That's the one I'm looking at right now. What's good, Sarah? Welcome into today's live stream. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys enjoy live streams, please hit that thumbs up button. We have 9 likes and 25 concurrent viewers. Steve the Canadian, I think it is a sign of the market that we're in right now. A lot of people just want that quick flip in and out of something. They're not willing to hold something for an extended period of time. And so those pre-sales give the illusion of undervalued propositions and proposals for people to get in potentially. And a lot of them do end up launching at a much higher valuation, but then because people just want that quick profit, they dump as fast as they got in, right? They aren't there to actually build out community. Everyone's just there for liquidity grabs right now, because it seems like this will be the last cycle before we have just like the same thing as the stock market, if you will. It will never be exactly the same, but before you have pure big regulatory bodies come in, right? EGS presale over? Yes, that is over. That came and went days ago. I would keep an eye out if you want to get into some of the other presales, but Health Aid Kombucha. Where is it? There we go. Not sponsored, although it should be. A new one this time. There was something I was going to show you. Oh, yes. Yes. Robinhood crypto earnings. I should probably just search that on X, actually. According to Robinhood's earnings, which they just recently announced, retail's already here. So Robinhood crypto revenue in the millions. They have this quarter, this quarter that they just printed for, which was last year's, Q4 last year that they just printed, had more revenue on their crypto department than at the absolute peak of the 2021 mania. And so it does lead to the conclusion that retail is already actually in crypto, and that what we've been waiting for, this retail to come to crypto, is not going to happen. It's not going to happen the same way that we thought it was going to happen. Now, I will say this is an interesting graph because as far as like onboarding of new people are concerned, I don't think we're seeing that right now. The new retail coming into the market, we're not necessarily seeing. I think that this is the same retail just turning back to crypto now that it's become exciting. And so they don't actually need to Google Trends, what is crypto and stuff like that. Like the Google Trends for crypto are not picking up to the same extent that they were in the previous cycles. But the revenue for crypto people are starting to pick up. This is the past day. Let's go the past 5 years. You know? Although we did just have a crazy... Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe I'm wrong. People back in November were searching for Bitcoin. And so that was when Bitcoin started breaking out of this channel and started putting in all-time highs again as it got to that $100,000 area. And now we're just chilling there. So who knows? Any ideas from you guys? Any insight, thoughts, suggestions, considerations? Sarah says, I'm in India, Patrick. I have tried to catch your lives a few times. It's 11:20 p.m. here. Well, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you coming in here. I understand that the 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time lives are not necessarily perfect for everyone. And so it means a lot to me that you would pick my birthday live stream to come in and actually hang out with us and chat with us for a little bit. Oh, as far as the other stuff in DeSci land, everything is trying to find a bottom. Everything is trying to find a bottom. So Poseidon DAO chilling at $1.40, trying to find that bottom. Eagle AI up to 35 cents again. Not DeSci, already did find a bottom. We have Data Lake trying desperately to find a bottom down here, but it doesn't look like it quite has yet. Not till it's broken up, I would say, to above half a cent would I be confident in saying that it's finding a bottom there. We have Kong down 10% today. Damn it. We have Axe. Let's go down the list. Noble Blocks up a little bit. This one is looking like it found a bottom, but until we've reached back up, same thing as Data Lake actually, until Noble Blocks has reached back up above 0.006, I would not feel confident in saying that it has necessarily found a bottom with that bleed. I know it's a big ask. Axon still putting in new lows on this recent downtrend. So Axon's still yet to find a bottom. We'll see. Hopefully they can manage to pull that off in a manner that's sooner rather than later. Wellshare looking like it's starting to round out and find that bottom, but still no confirmation for virtually anything. R3D ended up being a complete rug pull, so I lost like 10 grand on this thing. I had put in like 1,000 back here, wrote it up, made a shit ton of money, and in this pullback right here, or no, in this one, I dumped in a lot of money, and then I just went looking for them and they deleted all the accounts. So I got my ass handed to me on that one. That ended up being a total rug, which sucks. Let's CTO it. Let's make our own DBot agent fleet and take it over so I can get my money back, please. No, that looks like it ended up being a rug. Pythia still trying to find a bottom. nothing confirmed yet. DNA also looking just like WellShare, not yet finding that bottom. That is an egregious chart. Damn. They launched towards the end of the pump in DeSci, which is what it is, right? They are a real project and they're doing real things, but the market doesn't give a fuck about DeSci right now. Vitamin C down to an $88,000 market cap. I know that they're still working, so this one is potentially a good one to kind of grab for that next pop that ends up happening. But right now, it is still just in a consistent bleed, which I'm going to just continue to say the same thing over and over again. We got Biohack sitting at $2, virtually no trading volume on this thing. And while it doesn't look like it's necessarily found a bottom, I wouldn't be surprised if that was sort of a bottom, but still in a continuous bleed for Biohack. 0x, DNX, man, oh man, one day it'll find a bottom, right? One day it'll find a bottom. It looks like it's trying here at 9 cents, but I also felt the same way back here at 14 cents. And so we'll see what happens with Dynex. Genome looking a little bit better than some of the other plays out there just because they have more price history to look at. So people can kind of relate it to it and try and get in before it reaches these lows down here. I'm feeling like this is going to pull something similar to what Axon did, where I was saying I don't think Axon will bottom until, well, let's just go back and look at it. Where is it? There it is. Happened back here. I was saying I don't think Axon is going to stop bleeding until it gets down to that 7 cents mark, and then all of a sudden just one day it popped off. I think Genome is going to end up doing something similar where I'm like, oh, it looks like we're going to continue to bleed a little bit further down to that 0.007, 0.008, but I wouldn't be surprised if just one day it popped off like it did back there. Creator bid is rounding out a little bit, starting to come back up from the yesterday fiasco. Sturdy, my goodness, 56% today, bullish on Sturdy. How many of you guys are still holding this as one of the subnets to BitTensor? Thoughts on SUI DeSci agents? Well, thank you very much, David, for asking that question. I would love to look at SUI DeSci agents. DeSci. I'm a fan of it. I have a lot of money in it. It pains me to see that it's continuing to bleed. I'm going to look at the Ethereum one, not the SUI one. My God. We're going to look at the SUI one, not the Ethereum one. Oh my God. No, I really like it. I think it's a solid project. I think that it has a lot of potential to run. It looks like it's bottoming out here at that $1.2 million market cap. It's crazy to see just how small all this stuff is and how like just disrespected the DeSci industry has been. It's going to absolutely shatter people's minds when it starts running, because it's not something that just slow builds. It's like something that slow bleeds until everyone realizes that it's actually worth holding on to, and then it goes straight up. And then it's just been another slow bleed until people realize it's worth holding on to. Then it just goes straight up again. So SUI DeSci Agents hasn't had that experience yet, but I know SUI is very keen on trying to get some DeSci stuff going on, and them playing into both DeSci agents, like AI agents and DeSci, I think is really good. Sturdy is rocketing because Beanstalk posted something about it. Bullish. If I could get Beanstalk to post something about my bags, I guess they did, but ladies and gentlemen, what else do you guys want to look at? Biard. All the charts look the same. Yeah. All the charts look the same. It's just gone down on an atrocious bleed. Like, Brian Armstrong's project fell 72%. How can you expect anything to hold up if The CEO of Coinbase can't even get his project to stop bleeding. How can you expect anyone else to get theirs to not stop bleeding? The market's going to do what the market's going to do, guys. Market's going to do what the market's going to do. All the charts look the same. They all do. They're all moving in unison because it's just such a small narrative that they all stick together. And so everything's bleeding. It looks like some of them are trying to find a bottom and find that support in DeSci. Some are doing better than others. Research Hub looks like it's doing a little bit better than some of the other ones we've pulled up. But at the end of the day, that chart is still not bullish yet. That chart is still going down. They are still below any of the moving averages that might come up here. Ribbon. Where's a bunch of triple? Moving averages, triple. Still below all the moving averages. So until the DeSci plays stop being below and get on top of and build that support out, they are still not yet holding up. And so we're just going to keep being here. And we're just going to continue to talk about stuff. And we're going to continue to progress things forward and move as best we can. Now, I'm really tempted to tell you guys about one of the people that I've been talking to and their association with someone else, another company, but I'm not going to because it's like a 3% chance that something comes out of it, I think. And so getting you guys hyped up about that kind of a thing doesn't seem like the smartest thing to do. But I am going to hype you guys up about the idea of being hyped up on something because that's what we love doing in crypto. I'm making an announcement of the announcement. And so that's what drives everything, right? So I'm going to say, I've been talking with someone who works on a very unique endeavor, and this pertains to Bill, a very unique opportunity here that to collaborate with a company that all of you guys probably have a product from in your house. And I'll keep it at that. Unless you guys have anything that you want to ask me directly right now, I am going to wrap it up and get back to figuring out how to write Python scripts on my birthday. No, maybe not. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably end up doing that because I can't get my head away from it. I go to sleep now and those time crystals have transformed into like brackets and just dots and numbers and letters and words that aren't really words. Pepto-Bismol. Correct, Steve the Canadian. Bill will be partnering with Pepto-Bismol, and he is going to get AI agents tied into every one of the capsules that you take, those antacid calcium carbonate tablets. He's going to put small microchips into all of them, and in coordination with Anthony Fauci, we are going to put vaccinated neurochips into your body through Pepto-Bismol. The cat's out of the bag. Oh my God. Zach says, I'm tired, boss. Bitcoin breaking out. Is Bitcoin really breaking out? No. Come on, baby. Put in a new high on my birthday today. Is that too much to ask for? Can we get Bitcoin to move up? What would that be? 14% in a single day? Can we do that, Bitcoin? Oh my God, it looks like we might. But actually don't care if Bitcoin goes up too much. I want ETH to break out. I want ETH above 3,000 by the time I have my cake tonight. On the downtrend. It's your birthday. Yes, it is. If for 10K I can pick up 100K worth of tokens, then I'm down for that. Okay. I think there's a lot of projects that you'll find that right now, Steve the Canadian. There's a lot of projects down 90%. And so I think that you'll actually be able to find some stuff that you could put 10K into and pull out 100K at the end of the year. Valentine's and birthday, a 2-in-1. Oh yeah, it's nice. Bullish. Bullish. I knew what you meant, Don. I knew what you meant. I was just asking for a lot. Happy birthday. Just a quick check-in. Thank you, Spec Truth. Appreciate it. We'll chat over the weekend, Spec. We'll talk over the weekend. Our previous comment to that one explains the comment. Pepto-Bismol. Why mRNA research, Patrick? Why protein folding over gene therapy? Why not both? We just have to start somewhere. Gene therapy is very, very convoluted. Gene therapy is super convoluted and not a lot of stuff yet out on it. And so mRNA and RNA and all of the different RNA structures and the small molecule proteins in the body are a lot easier to start with than going straight into gene therapies and stuff. And so I want to get Bill situated on that kind of stuff first. You also have to remember that his goal, Bill's main objective to begin with, was to be the master Schiller of decentralized science. And then I was like, oh, and we can set him up with a little virtual lab so he can do some experiments and stuff. And then all of a sudden it turned into a quantum AI intelligence that's capable of simulating protein folds at a clip that's faster than any other computer on the face of the planet. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. But he was just there to be the master DeSci Schiller. And so we'll see. We will see. He's going to do it all, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to do it all. But in order for him to do stuff, I have to do it. Your time is your most valuable asset. I really appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me here today. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys do something nice for your significant others. Don't bother taking them out today, though. Try and go get some food in or something, because it's going to be impossible to go do anything. I feel like we have until November going sideways, so alts and memes will bleed. What I meant by I'm going to go shopping soon, everything will be a fire sale soon. Everything is a fire sale right now. I'd be down if it goes even lower, though. If people can't hold on to their sanity for less than a year, then they should leave crypto. Everyone forgets about sideways markets. I know, all we had was 2 months of upward activity, and everything just seems like it's not been there anymore. Happy birthday. Have fun at the Diddy party tonight, Patrick. No Diddy parties. It's a Mandy party, no Diddy party. All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you all. I will see you guys on Monday. Oh, it has an auto